I said to him just like that. Didn't cuss at him, didn't threaten him or nothing. I just basically told him, I believe in God, the Holy Spirit. I believe in Jesus. That stuff he believes in, that's what he believes in. And I'm 39. I've been believing in this and I've been baptized. I go to a Baptist church. So I am not going to be converted in 3 days by someone I just met, don't know, and that seems overly aggressive about the religion. I should have told him something like that, but I thought that would really might piss him off. So I said it the other way. So I could have gave it to him like that, but I didn't. And if he's watching this, he sees it anyway. So, and that's going to lead me to it. So that was Thursday. So after that, man, he didn't want to talk no more. And I was fine because, like I said, I can coexist. I was fine. So he tries to make sure I hear when he does his praising and stuff on his phone with either his wife or his two brothers. And like I said, it don't bother me. I'm focused on, I'm operating the truck. I'm looking at the hood mirror. I'm doing my turns and all that. I have plenty of stuff I can focus on and I can tune somebody out. So, usually he puts all this stuff on speakerphone. After that conversation, he started using his headset and then he would go to the back. Usually he would sit up front with me, but now he's on his headset. He goes to the back. Well, no, this particular day, at this time he was actually driving. So he didn't want me to hear no more of what he had to say. Cause at this point, I'm guessing he kind of dinged in him that, okay, well, he ain't converted and I ain't got nothing to say with him. So I did not know that me peacefully telling him that, hey, I don't agree with what you agree with, but we can still get along in the truck, was going to lead to what it led to. So I'm not going to put it up here. I already sent it to the people and I wasn't going to do that either. So Thursday that happened. So he took over. I made 2 deliveries. We had 2 more to go. He only had 4. So as we're leaving, I'm getting out of the truck. I bagged up the truck and he was like, man, you did a good job. I backed the truck up to and it's an empty trailer. I backed it up into a dock at the distribution center. And he was like, man, you did really good. And I was like, well, hey, because I got good trainer, which I will say he is a good mentor. Anything truck related, backing the truck up, tips like that, he's good about that. It was just the other stuff we could have did away with, and I think we'd have been just fine. So I'm getting off the truck, and I'm trying not to re-injure whatever I injured. So I'm moving a little slow, and I'm walking to my car. I left way before he did, and he wound up catching up. He wound up checking out his truck. He went to the restroom. I still hadn't made it to my truck yet because I didn't want to move too fast and then, fall or stumble. So he was like, hey, man, you moving really bad, man. You know what? I don't know if you're going to be able to make it tomorrow. And tomorrow would have been Friday, and we were going to do local runs again here in Dallas. So I'm like, man, I already told him, I was like, man, once I get home and just rest, I'll be good because I know my body. And I know my wife can heal me back together because she's done it before. So he's like, well, I'm going to think about it because he said, I'm your mentor. So I have the ultimate say of what goes. So I was like, oh, okay. He's never hit me with that before, but I never also disagreed with him before on his religion. Keep that in mind. So got to sit back on this one. So a couple hours go by, and I'm not going to put his text and nothing up there because I kept all of them just in case. I figured some funny business was going to happen, but I was like, I don't know, but I better hold on to everything. So he texted me. He was like, yeah, man, after more thoughts, I don't think you coming in Friday is going to work out. He said, I think you're still going to be hurt. And I respond back, man, I appreciate your concern, but I said, I think I'm be feeling better. But if I don't, I know my body, and I will call you way beforehand and let you know that, hey, nah, man, my back's still hurting, my ribs are hurting, I'm not going to make it. So he's like, no, I'm just letting you know, I'm the mentor, so you don't have to come Friday. So I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, and I'll see you Monday. He's like, yeah. And he said, Monday, just be ready, meet me up there at the distribution center. That's where we meet. We don't meet at the terminal, we meet at his distribution center. He was like, meet me there at 4 a.m. I'm like, okay. He said, we're going to Houston, and I see the load thing and all that. I'm like, okay, cool. By the way, today is Monday. I didn't start off video by that. This one is only going to be long because of everything I got to get out. So, Sunday, and because his religion, they celebrate on the Sabbath day, which is Saturday. He says Sunday is for a sun god, a false god, a pagan god. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into that, but just letting you know. So Sunday comes and he texts me at 2 in the afternoon. And he says, hey man, just want to let you know, I got a lot of stuff going on with my family right now. My wife's pregnant, which she is. But the pregnancy is not going well. So, and I think I just need to take more time off and take some time off from driving and being a mentor and take care of what's important, which is my wife. And I have no problem with that. I would do the same thing. So I was like, okay, man, I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that, what I say? I said, okay, I'm sorry that this is happening. But you have to do what you got to do. And I said, but I left my bag on your truck. It got my items in it, which it does. It has all of my Top Gun paperwork. It has my gloves, my pens. It has my stuff. It's my backpack. It has my stuff, important stuff. So he says, oh yeah, man, I remember you left it on there because we were going to go to Houston Monday, but don't worry about it. Probably meet up with me sometime next week and we'll get it. So I was like, okay. I was like, because I don't know exactly where he lives, but he doesn't stay too far from the facility. So I was like, and I stay further away than he does. I said, hey man, because it's Sunday. I'm like, and he can badge us in and out. I said, well, hey man, we can meet up today and I can give my stuff and I'll give you your keys. I have the extra key to his truck. I still have it. And I have the extra key to the enforcer lock. That's the lock that we put on the trailer. And he was like, yeah, just turn that in Monday. So, which, at this time, there's no red flags. Of course, if I'm getting off his truck, eventually I would have to turn it in. But I'm like, why he want me to turn it in to the terminal when I can just come and give it to him and get my stuff? So that was Sunday. So today is Monday. Today we're supposed to go to Houston because he has 4 deliveries in Houston. And this is when I realized, and I might get copyright strike, that he was full of shit. So I don't know if he's not smart, he doesn't care, he's not thinking, probably both. I'm still assigned to you and I'm assigned to your truck. So when the truck starts moving or you send stuff to his driver leader, me and him have the same one right now because I'm still assigned to him, I get the alerts too, dummy. So all this, he's not going to drive, taking some time off from driving and mentoring was a lie. He was upset what I said about not wanting to be, coerced or being part of his religion. So he used that as a means to kick me off his truck. So yeah, your boy got kicked off the truck and he tried to lie about it. And my thing is, I didn't want to really be on his truck, but it served a purpose. I was learning, I was home every day, and I was going to be off on the weekends. So I can coexist with a person if they can teach me. I'm going to be home every day, and I'll be off on the weekends. I was willing to do it because I could have easily called the team that I'm part of, they call the driver qualification team, and told them what was going on and immediately got off his truck. But I'm like, no, he is teaching me how to back up the truck. I'm getting better at backing up the truck. He's also, he's local. So, and he pretty much gets home around 5 every day, and he's off on the weekends. You can't beat that. I'm not gonna mess that up. I can endure it for 2 weeks. I knew it was only gonna be 2 weeks. So when I got these alerts saying that the truck was moving, it's on schedule and stuff, so I'm like, well, maybe somebody else took the load. I'm thinking about the trailer. I'm not thinking, because it's early in the morning. Remember, we're supposed to meet at 4, and this is when this is happening. So then it was like, it kind of dawned on me, wait a minute, there's no tracker on the trailer. I mean, it is, but I'm not attached to the truck. I'm attached to the truck. So he lied to me. He's driving this truck. He just didn't want me on there because of that. I'm smart. I connected the dots real quick. So I'm like, oh, okay. So he lied about that. But he wasn't smart enough to take me off the truck or to, I'm sorry about that. He wasn't smart enough to take me off the truck. And he wasn't smart enough to not send me these texts telling me that he's taking time off from driving to deal with family matters. So I guess in his religion you can lie, or I don't know. So I'm like, you know what? And then like in my mind I'm thinking, because it is a tracker on the trailer, so I'm thinking, nah, he ain't lying about this. Maybe he told his dispatcher what he told me, and they gave it to somebody else. But I'm still attached to the truck. So I can go in on my phone and look and see satellite view where his truck is at. And I clearly see it on I-45 South, headed to, the first stop was Conroe, headed towards Houston. I can see it. When he stops, I can see it. At that point, I feel played. So now all gloves are off. So I do exactly what he said. I wait at 8 a.m. I call the driver qualifications people. No one answers. They put me on hold. I don't even get sent the voicemail. So I'm like, okay, maybe they just got in. They got to get settled. I call back at 8:10, 8:15, 8:20, so on. I call till 9 o'clock. Still never got an answer. So I'm like, well, they also do texts. So I text, let them know, hey, because I know they got a lot of students dealing with a lot of people. Say who I am, blah, blah, blah. Give them my driver code or with all that good stuff. And so they know it's me. Letting them know that I'm not sure what's going on with my mentor. He told me he was taking a break from driving and being a mentor. And at this point, I don't think he called and told none of them that. Like, why would you tell me to call these people and text them or call or text them at 8 and you hadn't even got your story through? So they told me basically they hadn't heard that. They thought I was on the truck with him. I said, no, I'm not. So hopefully he's not driving under me, because he does have my driver code. So he could get in the system and drive under me if he wanted to. If he wants to get in trouble and possibly get fired, that's what he's going to do. And I didn't dawn on me about that, because Friday when he told me not to come, he asked me for my code. He said, well, hey, you're still logged into the truck. He told me he needed it so he can take me off a drive and put me off duty. So I don't know. I hope he don't get in trouble. I don't know what he did. And me trusting him, I gave it to him. I'm not thinking he's going to, be a fool and drive underneath me, because they think I'm driving their truck. And as you can see, I'm in my wife's YouTube room. My YouTube room is under construction. So how can I drive and be at home? So my thing with them was, at this point, this man is a liar, and I don't want to be on there. There's one thing for me to tolerate the pushy religion stuff, because I can ignore that, but he's not going to lie to me. And he has my stuff, so I want my stuff. So he wants his key. So I told him, you get your keys when I get my stuff. I'm not going to give my keys and then I don't know what happened to his stuff, but I got it on text. He knows my stuff is on there. So yeah, I told him, hey, I need a new mentor, and I need to know, is my training going to be prolonged because of this, or it's going to pick right back up? And of course, they didn't respond back. So I'm kind of in limbo right now, YouTube family. As much as I want to work here, and I've been working hard, I gave up everything. I went almost a month plus without making any money to do this. Just been living off my savings and my faith in God. This has been getting me through. My faith in God. you, Jesus. It's been getting me through this time. I'm kind of in limbo right now. They're trying to find someone else for me. They didn't respond back about the training. So I know maybe the professional truck drivers are probably saying, man, 2 weeks is not enough time to be trained. It all depends. Just like with riding, and yeah, I can compare it. It's my YouTube channel. So I compare it to riding motorcycles. You can start off on a 50cc bike. That's like a smaller engine. You can start off on the 50cc. You won't be going that fast. You'll probably be going no more than 40, 50 miles an hour. Some people like to start that way and work their way up to the big bike. Or you can start out on the big bike. The bike is not the issue. It's the person operating the bike. So yeah, so 2 weeks may not be enough time for you, or it may be too much time for someone that has a general idea of what to do. Because you can be in training for a year, and then when you finally get on your own, you might feel like, man, it's been a year, but that wasn't, sorry about that, my ring. It's been a year. I've been in training a year. I'm finally ready, but man, I came across a situation that I didn't come up in training. But through that year of training, I'm pretty sure that it was something somewhat similar. You just apply the same type of steps, or you try your best to. Back when I used to be a trainer at my former company, I couldn't train them on every little thing, but I gave them the necessary steps to whatever they might encounter. They can be okay until the cavalry, which would be myself or someone else, arrives to help them out. And now they can say, okay, well, I've been through this situation. Now I'm better. I know how to handle it. So the same thing. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I know how to operate a truck. I just needed some fine tuning with backing it up. And I got that. So everything else I'm going to be learning as far as, I can honestly say the only thing I don't know how to do is go down going down mountains and grades. So I need training in that. But outside of that, backing it up, stuff like that, I can do that. But like properly using the brake pedal when you're going down a steep mountain, stuff like that, then yes, I do need training. But I'm in Texas. The likelihood of me getting someone to train me to do that is slim to none. And we don't have that here in Texas. Every day is 115. So going down a snowy mountain, that's what I need training in, a mountain on snow and ice. That's what I need training on. That's not going to happen. That's just reality. It's not going to happen. So, or ice road truck driving. Yeah, stuff like that I do need training on. How to properly chain up the tire. Yes, I need training on that. But to look presentable, I mean, I don't really look like this. It's just my training phase look. I was going to spruce it up once I got through with it. I know how to hold a conversation with someone, going in, meeting the shipper. I did it before. I did it all last week. Introduced myself, told them I'm the delivery driver here with Swift. And, I have no issue with that. Keep it on the high side, going around my curves, stuff like that. That's fine. I went through some unorthodox docks. This is almost 40 minutes. Well, so there was a couple docks that he went to that, man, it was like some manual docks, or it was some docks that's like, it looked like a slide off of Six Flags. I never experienced that before. You can't train for that, but I got it in there. And then just backing up to, the usual docks where you got the two buffer for your DOT bumper, the two little soft bumpers. That's what I was kind of used to doing and thinking I'm back up to. But I'm glad that his run had the unorthodox stuff too. So yeah, man. So your boys, I'm ready to roll. This is technically week 7 if we're counting. I did 4 weeks of school. After that, I was 4 weeks of school. That Saturday I got my CDL. Didn't hear nothing from them. Sunday, Monday, I called them Tuesday. They told me to come in. At that point, they put me in the system. I didn't know I got an offer for Top Gun, and they tell me, hey, we're going to put you in Top Gun. It starts next week, next Monday. Kind of like Mission Impossible. Do you accept? I'm like, yes, I accept. Because I'm going to learn. I'm going to get paid. Yes. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm always a firm believer things happen for a reason. So, I don't know if this means that maybe we were going to get into it, maybe, and that's God intervening, or what he believes in, Yahshua intervened to keep him away from me, and God kept me away from him. I don't know. I don't know if this means that I'm supposed to continue with Swift. I would like to, but there's other companies out there. I would have to go through all this over again though, and I don't want to do that. I don't know. But as I find out, you will find out. I'm at 40 minutes. This is the longest video I ever had on my YouTube, but I had to get it out. So once I get an update, you will too. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers, and I'll give you an update as soon as I got one. Till next time.